are such an asshole.
Hello, children. All right. We have a request. This request is brought to you by one of my first books called Worthless, The Young Person's Indispensable Guide to Choosing the Right Major. With you got to figure out what to study. Go pick up that book. Oh, I don't want to read it. Well, if you're too lazy to read that book, I love it how the people, young kids especially, won't spend a day evaluating whether the degree is going to pay off or not, but they'll spend 4 years getting it because they're too lazy to go spend a day, let alone read a book that's going to take you an hour to read. They're like, oh, hey, maybe I shouldn't major in journalism. But this young man, I presume young man, I could be wrong. All of his options here are actually pretty good. So let's go through it and we'll help him further refine his choice. I would like your advice for which community college program I should take and which security jobs to apply for. I'm 28, going to college for the first time. I love computers. I also love working with my hands, so I'm open to welding, plumbing, or being an ASC auto mechanic. With the low price of the tech-focused community college in my area, I'd like to explore my options. Also, with the pay of engineers, I am thinking that route, but I'm interested in being a medical professional as well. Stop. Just stop. Stop. You're shitting up against the wall and seeing if anything sticks. I'm not going to make a decision for you. I'm not. I'm going to answer your question, but I'm not making your decision for you. You need to sit the fuck down and go research and figure out which ones sound better than the others. Now, all of them you list are fine. So it's not you're going to, I mean, well, anyone can have any troubles anytime, but everything you listed here is pretty good. So you got to figure out which one you like. So I can't recommend one over the other because you will have a job when you graduate. You won't be Jessica Christ coming out of the suburbs thinking you got to save all the minorities and the Whamans. You'll actually be a productive member of society. So in what capacity, that's up to you. Which program would lend itself with the best flexibility for moving on to getting a full degree if I want to transfer to the university? I have linked to the programs from my community college websites. So there's engineering, there's welding, there's a plumber certification, there's automotive, and there's computer information systems. All right. And the only one that I could say you kind of answered your question. Where is it? I love computers. The pay of engineers. Well, okay, you could go for a 2-year program in engineering. This isn't going to get you an actual degree. Where is it? Engineering. I'm kind of curious engineering. Well, you just get a degree in an associate's in engineering. They don't tell you electrical, mechanical, computer. An associate's degree of science. No, not that one. Not that one. Absolutely not. That's too generalist. So out of all of them here, the only one that fits your criteria would be computer information systems. That's the only one, in which case you could continue on to get a degree in computer science or computer engineering. Probably more computer science. But I'll tell you, to be honest, if you go get a 2-year degree in computer information systems and you get a bunch of certifications that go along with it, you may never have to go back to get a 4-year degree. But the ones that, out of all of them, the rest of them are true trades. You get welding, you get plumbing, and auto mechanic. There's no 4-year degree for those. You just get certified and then you go work. The only one that would lend itself to later on at a point in time getting a 4-year degree would be computer information systems. And you said you love computers. Well, there you go. That doesn't mean, look, if you got to take some other courses to fill in some credit requirements, yeah, why not go take some plumbing courses? Why not take some welding? Why not get a couple electrical courses, and at minimum will help you, plumb or wire your house in the future. But the only one that meets that is computer information systems. Second, I have linked the ZipRecruiter page for the job offers in my area. Which one is better to work for? I prefer a night job for school, and I prefer not to carry a sidearm, but I'm not 100% opposed to it. So I could take a look here. And no, dude, I'm not going to go through all the security jobs in your area. I will tell you the variables and traits that you want. First, you want to have the nighttime shift, whether that's second or third shift. Second shift generally runs from 4 to midnight. Sometimes it's 5 to 1. It depends, but that's like people are leaving the office. There's still just people are still up. And consequently, you're going to be busy dealing with people depending on where you're working from about 5 to, oh, really? Now my friend calls me back. Nope. Sorry, buddy. Sorry. You had your chance to call me. You're going to work from dealing with people until about 10 or 11 p.m. at night. If you're working at a bar area or a nightclub area or downtown, you'll be working your entire shift. So you got to make sure you have free time to work. The best one for that is the dog shift, or from midnight to 8 a.m. or 11 p.m. to 7 a.m. That's the best one. Yes, you're going to be tired. Yes, you're going to be exhausted. Yes, you will be sleep deprived, but you get to manage your time and your sleep schedule a little bit. And so, there, if you're going to tech school, you take night classes or afternoon. So you work overnight, you sleep during the day, you go in classes like 3 or 4 p.m., go to school until 9 p.m., and then off to work you go. The armed security, I'll tell you a little bit about armed security. You're not a cop. You're not a hero. And they say, we want armed security. Cool. You're going to pay me an extra $4 or $5 an hour for me to carry a gun. And when something bad happens, I'm getting the hell out of there. I don't care if you're an armed security guard or not. You have no obligation. I don't care if you're a bodyguard. See you, bye. I become Courage the Cowardly Dog. I leave. I'm out. That $4 an hour is enough for me to risk going to jail and take people's lives. Nope, too bad. You want me armed. Okay, I have to abide by the same laws as a civilian, which is get out of the situation. That's what every lawyer will tell you. So yeah, you run. You get the hell out. I don't care. I mean, unless I was like protecting a kid, then I maybe think, crap, we gotta protect the kid. But some asshole dipshit wants to look good at a nightclub, so they want to have a bunch of armed personal bodyguards, and they mouth off and get in a fight. See ya, bye. I'm out of here. Oh, they pulled guns. Oh, I'm definitely gone. Goodbye. But yeah, you carry your gun in security. For God's sake, you never pull it out. Although I will say for like Garda, where they transport the money, there you might be getting shy, but that's you're not going to be working security. You wouldn't work that job anyway because you wouldn't be able to work. And that's another thing is you got to talk to them. Look, I'm going to college. I need to be able to work at night, so I need to be able to work on my homework. Am I allowed to work on my homework? And be forthright and upfront about that. I mean, that's not the first thing, but like definitely like I'm looking for a work study job. I will do the security. I'll do the patrols. If you just need a night watchman, that's great. But if you need me to be alert and looking at computer screens and armed and protecting, no, then it's not for me. And so you want to find kind of more of a night watchman job. And there's no reason for you to take the job unless you can work, and be fully prepared. Be fully prepared for this. When they say, okay, yeah, you can work on your studies. Okay, cool. You go work on your studies. And there's some mid-level supervisor. What are you doing working on your studies? They said that I could work on my study. Well, not when I'm around. Just so you know, okay? Just so you know, a lot of security companies are managed by incompetent wannabe idiot cops. Not cops, wannabe cops. They're sometimes they don't hire the I remember one of my supervisors getting arrested because he was impersonating a police officer. And so there's some really dumb people that work at security, and there's some really unprofessional outfits. And imagine the professional quality and caliber of a fast food restaurant. I don't care if it's your supervisor. Chances are they're a dipshit. So if they say, yeah, you can work, and then this midnight supervisor go, what are you doing? And like, I'm working on my homework. You're not allowed to do that. Like, they said I could. Well, you say you can't. Then you say, all right, I'm done. What? Well, see you, bye. I'm out of here. Wait. I said, go shave your mustache, you wannabe douchebag. So, yeah, now I don't know in your state if you got to get a license or not to be security guard, but yeah, here's overnight shift, 15 to 18. Law enforcement or security experience, highly desired. Yeah, it says reserve, so you'll probably go on reserve where you'll be called in. There may be a several month period where you got to be on reserve or on call, where you fill in the shifts where people don't show up or something happens, they need you there. So you might have to do that for a couple months, and then you get a regular position working a nighttime guard. Armed guard, $30. Yeah, must have a state security license. Yeah. Flex officer, that's where you'd be on call. You tell them, look, I can only work these hours. There you go. What I would do to figure out which companies to work for, because a lot of these seem to be local, is go look at their Glassdoor reviews or their Yelp reviews. That's what I would do. But it's, ideally you get into a place that's a professional outfit. I was so fortunate to work for the guy I did. And for campus security, I was so fortunate. But man, have I worked for some shit companies. And once you find that out, once there's that fast food manager, supervisor, restaurant unprofessionalism, yeah, I'd just walk. I'd be like, no, I'm not dealing with this. I prefer night job. I prefer not to carry a sidearm. I'm not 100% opposed to it. Yeah. Yeah, just be honest about, like, look, I need to do homework. And they'll clear out half of them. You're not, we really are. Okay, fine, bye. It's not the job for me. But there you go. All right, any super chats? One, Swallow Blue, $2. Thoughts on moving to Houston, Texas versus Republican Louisiana? I didn't like Houston. It was very big, very crowded. I guess I'd still take Texas over Louisiana, though. I didn't hate Louisiana. There's no income taxes in Texas. I had a lot of property taxes, but if you ain't going to be a homeowner, All right, there you guys go. Worthless Young Person's Indispensable Guide to Choosing the Right Major. Link below. See you guys later. Toodles.